If you're the type of person who leaves Disney feeling like the magic followed you home, well, this video's for you. And here's the secret. The magic you think that just happens at Disney is actually a carefully designed experience.
One you might not even realize is happening, and once you see it, you'll never walk through the parks the same way again. When you walk down Main Street, USA at the Magic Kingdom, it feels like you've stepped into a small American town from over 100 years ago. That feeling isn't an accident. It's created through careful attention to all your senses. You see bright, colorful buildings designed to look like they belong in the early 1900s. They're detailed with fancy trim and styled windows, and thanks to a design trick called forced perspective, the buildings seem to be taller than they really are, making Cinderella Castle at the end of the street look even more impressive. Sound plays a big role too. You might hear the Dapper Dans singing in harmony, or the clip-clop of horses pulling trolleys. Even background noises like people talking or a train whistle help bring the street to life. Smell is used in smart ways as well. The scent of fresh candy or popcorn drifts out of nearby shops, tempting your nose and stirring up cozy memories. Touch matters too. You can feel the smooth metal of the trolley poles or the rough texture of the brick sidewalks. Even the displays in shop windows are part of the experience. This multisensory storytelling approach ensures that every guest doesn't just see the magic, they hear it, smell it, touch it, and feel it, creating a deeply personal and memorable experience. I believe that when you understand how the magic is made, you appreciate the Disney experience even more. That's why I'm starting a new video series all about theme design, how it works, and how Disney uses it to bring their stories to life at Walt Disney World. In each video, I'll break down the design choices Imagineers make to create powerful, immersive storytelling. In this episode, we're focusing on something called multisensory storytelling, how Disney uses sight, sound, smell, touch, and even taste to make you feel like you've stepped into a different world. Multisensory storytelling in theme parks is how they make you feel like you're living the story. They cleverly use all 5 of your senses to create a unified, believable world. It's their way of making sure you experience a real, connected narrative, not just a themed walkthrough. Former Imagineer Joe Rohde once said, "Experience is a narrative event. It is what we tell ourselves happened." In other words, our memories are shaped by how we felt in the moment. When Imagineers design for multiple senses at once, they're helping shape these moments so the memories you take home are stronger, more vivid, and more magical. Let me take a moment here to make a request. If you ever left a Disney park with a memory that felt bigger than just a ride or a show, that's the magic of multisensory storytelling. And there's so much more behind the magic. If you are enjoying learning how Disney engages your senses to tell unforgettable stories, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment with your favorite Disney detail, and subscribe for more deep dives on how themed design brings the parks to life. Your next visit might just feel a little more magical. Now, before we move on, think back to your last Disney trip. Can you remember a smell, a sound, or the way something felt in your hands? That wasn't random, it was all by design. In the enchanting world of Walt Disney World, storytelling transcends the visual to engage all 5 senses. Multisensory storytelling is the art of crafting experiences that simultaneously engage sight, sound, smell, touch, and taste. This holistic approach transforms passive observation into active participation, allowing guests to live the story. Multisensory storytelling works so well because our brains are wired to remember experiences that engage more than one sense. When you combine what you see with what you hear, smell, or touch, your brain forms stronger, more lasting memories. That's why the scent of popcorn on Main Street or the sound of distant animals in Pandora, the world of Avatar, can stick with you long after your visit. By layering sights, sounds, smells, and textures, theme parks like Disney create emotional connections that feel real, even though you know it is all carefully designed. These sensory layers work together to make the story not just something you watch, but something you live. Let's look at 3 examples you can experience for yourself at Walt Disney World, places where all senses come together to tell a story. First up is Pandora, the world of Avatar in Disney's Animal Kingdom. This land is designed to feel like you've stepped onto another planet, and Disney Imagineers use decades of design experience to make it feel real. First, there's sight. You'll see floating mountains, glowing plants, and alien landscapes that look like they came straight out of a science fiction movie. Next is sound. Strange animal calls and natural sounds play all around you, helping you believe you're deep in an alien jungle. Smell. The air is filled with earthy floral scents that make the environment feel alive. Finally, touch. You can feel textures on rocks, walk around soft paths, and even touch interactive plants that respond when you press them. Everything in Pandora works together to fully immerse you in the story. It's not just a place to walk through, it's a world where you feel with your whole body. But even thrills can tell a story. Let's see how Expedition Everest turns a roller coaster into a full-body adventure. Across the park, Expedition Everest blends high-speed thrills with immersive storytelling by using sensory design. Sight. The ride is filled with buildings, signs, and decorations inspired by real villages in the Himalayas. These details help set the scene and make the setting feel authentic. Sound. As you ride, you hear the sound of strong winds and the terrifying roar of the legendary Yeti, adding excitement and tension to the journey. Touch. The roller coaster itself brings the story to life. Sharp turns, sudden drops, and moments where the track seems to break all make you feel like you're truly on a dangerous mountain expedition. It's more than just a thrill ride, it's a story you feel with every twist and turn. Okay, moving over to the Magic Kingdom, Pirates of the Caribbean is one of Walt Disney World's most beloved attractions, and it's a great example of multisensory storytelling in action. For a moment, you forget you're in Florida. You're sailing through a stormy sea, the scent of salt water and gunpowder are in the air, the voices of pirates all around you. That's not a ride, that's a memory you'll carry for years. For sight, as you float through the ride, you'll pass through dark caves, burning towns, and detailed scenes filled with pirates' treasure and hidden surprises. For sound, the ride is full of exciting audio, cannon blasts, crackling fire, and the famous Yo-Ho pirate song echo all around you. Smell. There's a distinct smell of salt water and scent of gunpowder in the air, making it feel like you're sailing through a stormy sea. Touch. The slow rocking of your boat on the water adds to the feeling that you're really on a pirate adventure. All of these sensory details work together to pull you into the story, making it feel like you've stepped into a living, breathing pirate world. Pick any of the nation's pavilions in Epcot's World Showcase, and you'll walk into a world that combines sight, sound, smell, and taste to transport guests to the country and culture. The Mexico Pavilion in Epcot is one great example of how Disney uses all 5 senses to tell a story. From the moment you walk inside, it feels like twilight in a vibrant Mexican village. For sight, you enter a beautiful plaza that looks like it's lit by lanterns under a nighttime sky, even though it may be daytime outside. Colorful folk art, market stalls, and a glowing pyramid help set the mood. Sound. Soft mariachi music and the gentle sounds of flowing water create a peaceful, festive atmosphere that feels alive. Smell. The scent of fresh tortillas and spicy dishes drift in from the nearby restaurants, drawing you deeper into the cultural experience. Touch. You can feel the cold stone of the fountains, the wooden crafts of the artisans, and the textured tiles beneath your feet, details that add realism to the setting. Taste. Whether you're grabbing tacos from La Cantina or enjoying a sit-down meal at San Angel Inn, the flavors of traditional Mexican food complete the experience. Every detail in the Mexico Pavilion work together to transport you to another place, proving that storytelling isn't just something you hear, it's something you live. The Imagineering approach to design teaches us that engaging all senses create deeper, more meaningful experiences. By crafting environments that guests can see, hear, smell, touch, and taste, stories become immersive realities. Think back to your favorite Disney attraction. What sights, sounds, or smells made it memorable for you? As you explore Walt Disney World, take a moment to appreciate the sensory details that bring each story to life. After all, it's through our senses that we truly connect with the magic around us. Is your vision drawn to the bright, cheerful colors of Fantasyland? Do you feel like you've traveled across the galaxy when standing in the rugged outpost of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge? Every visual detail, from the buildings to the landscaping, is carefully designed to support the story of the land you're in. Now listen. Do you hear music in the background? Maybe it's the sound of a nearby parade or distant creatures in the jungle. These background sounds aren't random. They help set the mood, the place, and even the time period of the story you're stepping into. Smell is another powerful way Disney brings a space to life. Sweet candy scents drift out of the Main Street confectionery, while the popcorn in Batu's marketplace smells just a little different, more futuristic, more foreign, to match the world around you. And don't forget taste. Food isn't just fuel here, it's part of the story. Trying a Dole Whip in Adventureland or a blue milk in Galaxy's Edge help you feel more connected to the environment. Every bite adds another layer to the experience. By consciously engaging all five senses, Disney Imagineers craft experiences that are not just only seen and heard, but also felt, smelled, tasted, resulting in a rich, multi-dimensional storytelling tapestry that captivates guests of all ages without them ever having to think about how it's happening. If you're curious to dive deeper into the world of theme design, I've added some great book recommendations in the description below. Perfect additions to any fan's collection. Here's your challenge. On your next trip to Disney, pick one place and experience it with all five senses. Don't just walk through, feel it, smell it, listen to the details, touch the world around you. Then come back and tell me in the comments, what did you discover? What surprised you?
Now that you know what to look for, next time you come to the parks, I'm confident you'll find your experience even more magical. You'll feel more, you'll experience more, and you'll remember more. And honestly, what better souvenir is there than that? Thanks so much for watching this video. I'm John Frost with the Disney Vlog. Hope to see you around.